Public Library. Today, I'd like to show you how to do a fun little craft that involves a bit of what you find in nature. And that is this nature bookmark that uses some pressed leaves and flowers. Now, it's obviously a two-step production. You'll want to maybe take a little walk, even through your backyard, find some small leaves or little flowers that you want to press. And then what I found works best is if you put wax paper inside a book to just lay it flat on a page, lay out your leaves and flowers on top of that, and then cover it with another piece of wax paper, close up the book, maybe put a heavy weight on it, and in about a week or two, you're going to have leaves and flowers that are dried and pressed flat and will be usable for this project. Once you've done that, then you'll want to cut a piece of cardstock that's about 2 inches wide, about 6 inches long. You could find either something like an old book page or some scrapbooking paper, just a small scrap that has writing or something interesting on it that you'd like on your bookmark. You'll want to choose a couple different leaves or flowers. You'll want some Mod Podge and a paintbrush, and maybe keep that wax paper that you used for pressing leaves as a workspace because the Mod Podge gets really sticky, but it's easy to peel stuff off of the wax paper. So, with all of that, let's go ahead and get started. Once you have your leaves and flowers dried and you have all of your items together, it's kind of helpful to just lay out how you want these to appear on the bookmark. As you can see in my original bookmark, some of the leaves went under the paper, some things went over. So just to lay it out, see how you want to do it first, and then move everything off very carefully because with them being dry, they're going to be very fragile. And just sort of figure out from there where you want to start. Now, I'm going to start by putting this leaf down, but what I want to do is put Mod Podge on the paper, on the cardstock first, and then lay this down very carefully and smooth it out, and then do a layer of Mod Podge on the top. This gives it kind of a glued from behind and above effect. You just want to smooth it out very carefully. You don't want to tear the leaf. But you do want good coverage. And if you brush some of it up a little ways to where the paper is going to be, that's fine too. I'd get it all the way down to the corners as well, so that you have complete coverage on the whole bookmark at the end. Now, I know it looks all white and goopy on top, but it's not going to stay that way. It does dry clear. So we'll just keep going and put down some Mod Podge for the paper. And again, we'll just position that in place. Smooth it out. And you know what? I think I'm going to put this little flower down here as well, since I already have the Mod Podge. And be really, really careful with the flowers. They have some very delicate parts. But we're covering the entire front of the paper. Again, we want to get that nice finish all the way up and down the bookmark. So we're just covering everything. And while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and take this all the way up to the top, kind of smooth it out, because then I want to put my other flower on right about there. Just pat it down. On some of these, you might want to just dot to put some of the Mod Podge on at first, delicately. Let's not tear things and break the flower apart. But once you have that on there, then you can very gently smooth it out. All right, so everything is on. And we'll just go through, smooth out, make sure it's an even layer of Mod Podge. It's kind of nice to have all of the brush strokes going in the same direction. And there we go. Now all you have to do is let it dry so that it's not tacky anymore. And once you've done that, then you might put it again inside a couple pieces of wax paper and press it under a book. As you can see, that moisture from the Mod Podge makes it start to curl or buckle. With this one, it just kind of curled up from the edges a little bit. You see it's not super flat, but if you press it long enough, that should help straighten it out a bit more. You don't want to do that while it's still wet though. So we'll just let this dry and then I'll press it later, and that'll be that. Fairly simple to make a bookmark with some flowers and leaves that you've pressed from your walks outside or just wandering around your backyard. Now we are going to do this as an in-person program in October, and I believe that date is Thursday, October 19th. So you can register for that on the library's calendar of events page, or call us in the adult department and we can put you on the list for that. If you want, you can just give this a try at home. It's really simple. It makes your walks in the neighborhood or your little wanders around your backyard a little bit more exciting and fun. In the meantime, I hope you will stay healthy, be kind, and as always, get creative. Bye-bye.